Welcome back. It is one of the most gut-wrenching things a family could go through, the murder of a loved one.
One family tells our 2 News investigative team the response from the police department has caused them even more grief. Wendy Halloran joins us with more tonight. Wendy?
Well, Mark and Heidi, a 27-year-old woman was gunned down in her own home. Her family says coping has been made even harder by a police department that has kept them in the dark and failed to properly investigate. Our investigation revealed the lack of transparency doesn't end there.
None of us could bear the pain. It was very excruciating for us.
It's July 27th, 2019. Public records we obtained show a group of men kicked open the door to this Redwood Road apartment. One of them shot and killed Blaire Leavitt's daughter, Blaire. Their motive is unclear.
And then we had to turn around and drive to Salt Lake. It was the longest drive of my life.
And to this day, Salt Lake PD still hasn't made an arrest. Blaire Leavitt wants answers on who dropped the ball.
I would like to know where the chain of command was.
2 News Investigates began searching for answers. We requested police reports, 911 tapes, anything to show an update to the investigation. Our requests were denied. But within unsealed warrants, we found the suspects' names, witness statements, even information about DNA tests, vehicle descriptions, and surveillance video.
I could never get any answers. I could never get, a call back.
Blaire's family claims they didn't get updates from the first detective on the case, Jessica Kilgore. Marie says when she did hear from Kilgore, her answers were vague.
Emails are few and far between.
A year after the murder, Kilgore was put under internal affairs investigation. Salt Lake Police IA investigators confirmed Marie's suspicions. Kilgore failed to properly investigate her daughter's murder. The complaint was sustained. We reached out to Kilgore multiple times. She declined our interview requests, quote, out of respect for the family and the ongoing investigation.
31 years, never seen that kind of a complaint against a homicide investigator.
Chris Bertram, former Unified Police Chief, is not connected to this case, but says the first 24 to 48 hours after a homicide cannot be redone. Police departments have several officers on scene, and then 1 or 2 homicide detectives work the investigation.
An innocent young person was killed violently. There are good leads, it appears, from the search warrants that we're going in the right direction. What happened?
He contends Salt Lake City police leadership should be questioning why the case hasn't been solved and turning up the pressure on their homicide detectives.
Where was the sergeant? Were they doing their job? Where was the lieutenant? Were they doing their job? Where was the captain and the deputy chief over the investigations? Were they doing their job?
We wanted answers to those very questions, but Salt Lake police have turned down our repeated requests for an interview with Chief Mike Brown. Salt Lake County sees 50 homicides per year. Numbers from the district attorney's office show Salt Lake City PD, Unified PD, and West Valley City PD consistently file the most murder charges.
Salt Lake City will experience a large number of homicides compared to other parts of the state. They have different populations that are going to make the homicide investigations a little more difficult. Gang investigations, homelessness, drugs, the transient population.
Through public records requests, 2 News discovered Unified PD and Salt Lake PD have homicide clearance rates of 70%. The state of Utah does not track homicide clearance rates, but the Murder Accountability Project says the clearance rate for Utah as a whole in 2019 was 73%.
It's on the edge of, if I was the leadership, I'd be asking a lot of questions.
Camp, I'm guessing.
For Blaire Leavitt, justice delayed is justice denied.
People in Salt Lake need to understand that there are individuals out there who have committed this crime. They could be your family members. They could be people at church. They could be people at the store. You don't know.
Now, we've reached out to Salt Lake Police multiple times as late as yesterday to try to compel Chief Brown to talk to us. The department sent us a statement saying in part that homicides are complex, difficult, and, quote, the reasons some cases require longer investigations are varied, end quote. You can read their full statement. It's on our website at KUTV.com.